do some planes make cloud lines in the sky?
What a cool question, thank you. Those long lines of clouds following jets or planes in the air are called contrails, and while they may look like clouds, they actually kind of are clouds. They are made from air and moisture in the air getting very rapidly pressurized and then suddenly depressurized as the plane flies through the air. Of course, the plane is flying through air molecules and bumping into molecules all the time, and as it collides with them, it pressurizes them, pushes them together, squeezes them. Also, as air filters through the engines of a jet plane, it gets very highly pressurized. As it exits out the backside, it gets much less pressurized, expanding very rapidly, causing a phase change in the actual moisture itself. We can actually create a cloud similar to these contrails at home. Here I have a soda bottle with a special attachment. This is actually a pressure bulb that will push air inside of the bottle, creating a very high pressure zone inside. But to create that cloud effect, we need to add another chemical, isopropyl alcohol. And I actually have two different kinds here. This one is a 70% isopropyl, which has 70% alcohol and 30% water added to it. This one has 91% alcohol with about 9% water added to it. Because there are different water concentrations, they might make different forms of clouds or different densities of clouds in your experiment. Try this out at home and maybe turn it into a science experiment to see what the difference is between these two types of isopropyl alcohol. I'm gonna go with the 70% today. To your bottle, you're gonna add just a few drops, maybe a little squirt. Perfect. You will need very, very little of this isopropyl alcohol, just a few drops in the bottom. We're gonna close up our pressure valve and kind of shake it around, get that isopropyl alcohol coating the sides of our bottle. Now comes the fun part. Simply by squeezing this bulb, we are going to be forcing lots of air inside, creating a high pressure zone inside of the bottle. Oh, bonus fun fact. On the front of the bottle, we have a small thermometer that reads the temperature inside of the bottle. Right now we're looking at about 21 degrees Celsius, kind of a nice room temperature in here. But watch what happens as we add air molecules, increase the pressure, see if that temperature changes too. Ready, set, go. It's getting harder to squeeze the bulb because the pressure is increasing already. Any change? Oh, check it. It's gone up from about 21 to solidly 22, maybe even 23 degrees Celsius. So as we're pressurizing, adding more and more air, we're actually increasing the energy of the air molecules or temperature. Also, we can feel a difference. The bottle itself has gotten very, very rigid and tight because of all that air pressed into it, increased pressure. This is similar, as I said, when the plane is flying through the air, it's compressing air molecules in front of it. Or in the engines, the air pressure gets very, very high as air is forced through the jet engines. But as the plane moves on, behind the plane, that air gets a lot more dispersed. The pressure drops very suddenly and all of those air molecules and the moisture in the air will actually clump together and form small droplets of water, basically a cloud. Because it's cruising at such high altitudes, the temperature up in the very high altitudes is actually very low. And instead of water molecules, instead of water droplets, it might actually create ice crystals suspended in the air. But you can actually create your very own contrail or cloud in a bottle at home. All you need is a 2-liter and this special bulb. But what if you don't have this special bulb? No worries, you can actually just grab a small water bottle with the cap and repeat the process by adding just a few bits or a few drops of isopropyl alcohol. Perfect. Now this does not require a pressurized bulb, but we do need to increase the pressure inside. How do we do that? Well, instead of forcing air in, we can seal this air that's inside of the bottle and decrease the volume of the bottle. The easiest way to do that is to take the bottle and twist it. Just keep twisting. This creates a high density area inside, a high pressure area inside. By squeezing the molecules of air that are already in there, by squeezing them together, we get a very dense, high pressure area. And again, we'll want to shake the bottle to disperse the isopropyl alcohol around. And to release the pressure, to drop the pressure frequently, or very quickly, all you have to do is release the bottle, it untwists, returning to its original volume and creating our little cloud in a bottle. So next time you hear a plane flying overhead, check it out. See if you see that line of cloud forming behind it, that contrail. Some of them last for several minutes, some only last a couple seconds. And if you're very lucky, if the sunlight is at just the right direction, you might actually see a rainbow in that cloud. Let's roll that next question.